What's up, everybody? I'm the 1B, and I kind of just wanted to go over a little bit of this process that I've been doing for creating a fantasy football logo for a friend. And let me get my sketchbook here, and let me open up this thing. We're going to switch to a full screen. Full screen camera. Alright. Looks like it's a little out of place. No big deal. So the idea here is that, let me see. What I kind of want to do is just kind of show the early process because I couldn't record it. So I think, let me see. Was that the first sketches? I don't remember. Yeah. So these were just kind of my first ideas here. And then I did some more. And I put little notes on it and stuff. Like I like this part, I don't like this part. Like nothing has to be perfect. Just try to get the form down, the angles. And then something like this is where I'm at there. Kind of some text look. Which way? Then, so like I was not really like caring if I drew over parts. I was just trying to get the things in there that I wanted to get in. And then I ended up with this. And so there's, I think, some changes on here that I even want to do. But, yeah. So that's kind of where I am. Let's switch over to recording with camera. Very good. So, this software that I'm using is called PureRef. So it's like outside of Photoshop. And it allows me to kind of zoom in on these things. So these were the original 4 images that he sent me. And then I kind of went and searched first for some vultures. And at some point he wanted to add a jersey on the vulture with a number, so I wanted to try to get a good chest shot so that you could see the number. And then I like the way that esports logos look, so I kind of went and typed in some vulture ones. These are there wasn't many. These were the only 2 that I really found with a pretty simple, just vulture esport logos. That's all I typed in, and then I scrolled through a page or 2, 3 pages. These were the only 2 that came up at the top. And then there was this owl one, which I kind of liked. And then here's the sketch of mine. And then here's the text from him. I asked him about color schemes. And so this thing is just really nice because you can just drop pictures in here. And you can move them around and you can crop them right in here. You can turn them and flip them, and there's a lot of different options. And it just kind of floats. You just hold right click to move it around on your screen. I can make it whatever size that I want. It's a nice little reference tool. and it's called Pure Ref. So you should check that out if you're interested in getting a tool like this. It's one of the best ones that I've found. And yeah, so this is kind of the process so far. This is where I'm at. I'm in the process now that I have this one that I like, or at least a very cleaner version of the one that I like. I'm going to drop it in here and I'm going to sketch over it. And yeah, I'm going to try to get it looking a little bit better, get some line work situated, and maybe make the lines a little bit thicker, get some nice not curves, but like points to, intersecting lines and stuff. Get like kind of this type of thing going. These nice little points to the lines. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now, and I just kind of wanted to show the early process of this. And then this is kind of, I guess, like a mood board, really. So it's kind of cool that it kind of gives me this little option for references and mood board-esque. So like I'll even share this with him, throughout the process. And yeah, so this is just kind of a look at my early steps in this process. I sketched it, and then I usually try to do minimum 2 pages and just try to fill it full of notes and poses and, depending on whatever I'm working on. Typically I've been working on emotes and logos mostly, more recently. And so that's what I'll sketch out is, the poses and note stuff down and drop in colors. I don't usually color it. Sometimes I'll color stuff. But anyway, yeah, so I start with the sketching stuff, and then I try to save all my pictures here, and then I copy this. I usually try to do a final image where I can ink it, so then I could then import it, and then I could start playing with it in digital. And then, so my next step will be doing it in Photoshop, and then once I get it really looking the way that I like, almost final form, I'll move it into Illustrator and we'll vectorize it and make it real clean. So yeah, this is step, I guess, we're moving into like step 2.1, I guess, like importing into Photoshop. That's kind of where I'm at right now. So that was step 1 of creating a logo, a fantasy football logo for a friend. And the next steps I'll record, and it'll probably end up being time-lapse because there's going to be times where I'm not working on it. Like right now it's kind of quiet, so I can work on it and do work without being interrupted, but there's probably going to be more points like throughout the week where I'm going to be working on it where it's not quiet, and so I'll just probably cut out all the audio and make it a time-lapse of that part, and then maybe do a little bit of talk over on them once I get to that point. But for now, that was step 1 of the logo process. Now I'm going to be moving into step 2, and I'll record that and keep you guys updated. Thanks for watching. Peace. Thank you for watching the video. I hope you really enjoyed it, and if you did, please click the circle in the middle to subscribe. The rectangle on your left is another video. The rectangle on your right is a playlist of other videos that you may enjoy. Thanks again. Peace.